What if I told you that your body isn't just a biological machine? What if it's something more, something far more advanced? Imagine the most sophisticated workflow system ever created, a self-regulating, self-repairing metropolis of information, energy, and purpose, operating with a level of complexity that dwarfs any city or computer network we have ever built. This isn't science fiction. This is the reality humming away inside you right now. We're about to embark on a tour of this incredible system. Forget what you learned in biology class about simple diagrams and static models. We're going to see your body for what it truly is. A living, breathing city of trillions. A dynamic workflow that never ever stops. Imagine your body as this mega city that never sleeps. A sprawling, interconnected landscape of districts and infrastructure, all working in perfect, synchronized harmony. I'm taking you on a rapid tour of this metropolis, and by the end, you'll understand the fundamental principles that govern your own city, running its complex operations 24/7. Our first stop is the executive hub, the command and control center. In our city, this is City Hall, the brain. This isn't just a building, it's a supercomputer, a central processing unit, and an advanced AI scheduler rolled into one. It houses the city's government, its archives, and its strategic command. From this central nexus, every major decision is made. It plans the city's growth, predicts future needs based on incoming data, and allocates resources with breathtaking efficiency. It manages both the conscious, high-level directives, the board meetings where you decide to walk, talk, or learn something new, and the countless autonomic subroutines that keep the city running without you ever having to think about it. To execute its decisions, City Hall sends out commands through a network of high-speed roads and power lines, the nerves and the spinal cord. This is the city's communication grid, an ultra-low latency network that transmits information as electrical impulses, data packets moving at the speed of light, and the traffic lights at every intersection. Those are your synapses, the microscopic junctions that control the flow of information. They are the gatekeepers, flipping signals on and off in milliseconds, ensuring every command reaches its precise destination without fail, enabling a level of parallel processing that no supercomputer can match. Now let's look at the transit system, the city's blood supply. This is the logistics and supply chain network responsible for delivering essential goods and removing waste. The main highways, your arteries, are wide, fast-moving channels that speed vital supplies out from the central distribution hub. These trucks carry the most precious cargo, oxygen. They travel down the progressively smaller side streets, the capillaries, so narrow that only one truck can pass at a time, ensuring every single building, every residence in this city gets its delivery. After the drop-off, the return routes, the veins, collect the metabolic byproducts, the city's trash, and bring it all back for processing. And the engine driving this entire logistical marvel? The heart. It's the grand central pump, a tireless piston engine that beats with unwavering consistency. It's a masterpiece of organic engineering, keeping roughly 100,000 beats a day to move everything on time, every time, ensuring the city's supply chain never falters. So where do the delivery trucks get their cargo? We turn to the city's air and power systems. The lungs are your city's primary exchange gateway, a sophisticated clean energy plant. Here, at countless docking bays called alveoli, the red blood cell trucks offload their exhaust, carbon dioxide, and take on a fresh supply of oxygen. Every cell in the city cashes in that oxygen at its own local mitochondria, the power stations. These tiny but mighty generators perform a miracle of chemical engineering, converting oxygen and nutrients into ATP, the universal energy currency of the city. Every action, from a muscle contracting to a neuron firing, is paid for with ATP. It is the literal power that fuels the city's existence. But oxygen alone isn't enough. The city needs raw materials. Food? That's your supply chain, the manufacturing pipeline that converts external resources into usable components. It begins at the main intake hub, the mouth, where mechanical grinders and chemical sprays start breaking down the raw shipments. From there, the materials enter the first factory, the stomach, a powerful chemical reactor that continues the breakdown process. Next is the small intestine, a giant warehouse and customs zone stretching over 20 feet long. Here, on a massive folded conveyor belt, valuable nutrients are meticulously sorted, absorbed, and stamped for approval before entering the main transit system. Finally, the large intestine reclaims precious water and serves as home to the microbiome, a bustling, symbiotic neighborhood of trillions of microorganisms. These residents are not just passive tenants. They are active partners, helping to produce vitamins, train the city's security forces, and keep the entire district productive and healthy. With all this activity, waste management has to be elite. And it is. The primary quality control center is the liver, the city's master chemical refinery and detox plant. It's a metabolic powerhouse with over 500 distinct functions. It receives raw nutrients from the digestive system, repacks them for storage or immediate use, synthesizes essential proteins, and, crucially, neutralizes harmful toxins before they can damage the city. Working in tandem are the kidneys, the city's state-of-the-art water treatment and filtration facility. These twin regulators are masters of balance, or homeostasis. They are constantly filtering the entire blood supply, removing metabolic waste products, and making precise adjustments to the city's water and salt levels. They ensure the internal environment remains perfectly stable, sending the final waste report to the sewer line for disposal. What about security and repairs? The city is protected by multiple layers of defense. The first is the skin, a formidable city wall that is also a sophisticated climate control system, complete with sensors, gates, and self-repair capabilities. But the real defense is internal. The immune system is the city's advanced cybersecurity and defense AI. It's a network of autonomous security drones, your white blood cells, acting as police, firefighters, and border patrol. These units are constantly patrolling, scanning for intruders, and tagging suspects. When a threat is identified, they don't wait for orders from City Hall. They act immediately, deploying specialized SWAT teams like T cells and B cells. When things get wild, they neutralize the threat, and, critically, they create a memory of the encounter, ensuring the city is better prepared for the next invasion. This is the principle behind vaccination, training your security force without having to fight a real war. The city's very structure and ability to interact with the outside world is a marvel of engineering. The construction crew, your muscles, are powerful engines that pull on the city's framework. That framework is the skeleton, the bones that bear the load and provide the foundational scaffolding. Connecting this framework are ligaments, the high tensile cables that span the joints, and tendons, the powerful anchors that secure the muscle engines to the bone scaffolding, allowing for movement that is both powerful and precise. But where do the instructions for all of this come from? How does each part of the city know its function? Deep inside the archives of every single cell, we find the master blueprint, DNA. This isn't just a static plan, it's the city's source code. Cells read this code like building regulations and manufacturing manuals to construct proteins, the microscopic tools, machines, and structures that perform every single task and keep all operations tight. While the nervous system provides instant, targeted communication, the city also has a slower, broader messaging system. Citywide signals run on hormones, the postal service. Specialized post offices like the thyroid, the adrenals, and the pancreas dispatch these chemical messengers into the bloodstream. They travel throughout the city, delivering directives that can change the metabolism of an entire district, prepare the city for a crisis, or manage long-term projects like growth and development. For example, the city's available energy budget is your blood sugar level. This critical resource must be tightly managed. The pancreas acts as the city's central bank, releasing two key couriers, insulin and glucagon. Insulin tells the city's buildings to accept energy deliveries and lower the budget, while glucagon instructs the liver to release stored energy, raising the budget. Together they constantly balance the books, ensuring the city never runs a deficit or a dangerous surplus. Finally, even a city that never sleeps needs a night shift. This is a period of critical maintenance and organization. During sleep, the brain's dedicated cleaning crew, the glymphatic system, flushes away the metabolic waste that accumulated during the day's heavy processing. At the same time, memories get filed away for long-term storage, and the rest of the body runs deep maintenance and growth protocols. This downtime is not optional, it's essential for the city's long-term health and peak performance. All of this, the communication, the logistics, the defense, the energy production, the constant adjustments, is part of a single, overarching principle: homeostasis. It is the city's profound ability to maintain stable, optimal conditions inside its walls, regardless of what's happening outside, whether it's a change in weather, a sudden traffic surge, or a surprise event. So, treat your city well. Give it good fuel, regular movement, quality sleep, and keep its stress levels in check, because this incredible intelligent system is the only one you'll ever have, and if you take care of it, your body will pay it back, on time, every day.